What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Manny here, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the climbing gym. I had a pretty nice session on the freshly renewed 45er recently, lots of fun, cool new problems, and afterwards I went into the gymnasium to hit my upper body and core a bit, and I thought, hey, why not use this opportunity to show you some exercises for preventing, respectively correcting climbers' back. Because, as you might know, from time to time I give these courses for training for climbing in this gym, and one of the most commonly asked questions that people have is, hey man, can you show us some stuff against climbers' back? So I thought, well, why not make a video about it? You guys might be interested in that as well. As always, let me say that I'm not a specialist on the matter. I will just show you what I feel works, exercises which I picked up over the years into my repertoire. You can, of course, always visit your local physiotherapist and spend a ton of money if that is what you prefer. Let's get started. The first exercise is really super simple. You don't need any gear for that. Anyone can do it anytime, so there are really no excuses here, apart maybe from the fact that it looks pretty stupid, but let me tell you, it is as effective as it looks stupid. I would call this one the praying for salvation from constipation squat. So what you want to do is feet standing on the ground, a little bit more than shoulder width apart, pointing to the front, bend your knees ideally 90 degrees, calves 90 degrees to the ground, and from there keep your upper body in a straight line, ideally 45 degrees to your thighs. Now lift your arms straight to the front in that line to hold the balance basically, which you need to do anyways. Thumbs to the ceiling and keep pushing the arms upwards until you can feel the fire of hell burning down the cables left and right of your spine. This is where it should hit you, especially in the thorax region up there. In fact, I have never felt these muscles before during any other training, so this is truly an amazing exercise for this. Hold the position for some 20 seconds or so, 1 to 2 minutes rest, and then the next squat 5 times. And I guarantee if you're executing this correctly and you're doing this for the first time, you'll be destroyed afterwards all over the back region. And already after the first 2 squats, it feels like someone is pulling your head up. Just by reactivating those degenerated office job lazy muscles back there, your posture will already correct itself a bit, I have the feeling. And if you want to make it harder, simply grab some easy weights and do the same thing. I don't mind if you want to pause the video now to quickly try it yourself, but it would be cool if you watched it to the end right afterwards. Thank you very much. Exercise number 2 I'd call rope-assisted pectoral stretching. Another super simple but very effective exercise to increase your arm mobility and loosen up your pecs so that your now reactivated back muscles can actually relocate your shoulders into a proper position without having to work against stiffened up pectorals. Very simple, grab a piece of rope with both hands, straight arms all the time, and move back and forth with that rope in an as symmetric as possible fashion. If you're unsure about what you're doing, use a mirror. The same goes for the praying for salvation for constipation squat, by the way. Keep your upper body straight and don't overdo it with the difficulty. Of course, the closer your hands on the rope go together, the harder the exercise. Also prevent your head from banging forward when moving through the tightest point. And do not flip one shoulder first and the second one afterwards. Stay symmetric. These are the most common mistakes made here basically. 15 to 20 reps, bit of rest, 3 to 5 sets, and you're good to go. Again, notice how much more opened up your upper body will feel after this one. It's truly amazing. So simple, but yet so effective. And exercise number 3 I'd call handstand ups. I'm sure there are correct English names out there for these exercises. Feel free to post them down below if you know them. I was a bit too lazy to research all that stuff together now, to be honest. Now this one is already a bit more sophisticated. You're gonna need some sort of parallettes for this one, or you're freaking strong enough to do it on the floor, but that's a lot harder. The easiest mode, so to say, of this move is just holding this position. Straight arms, straight legs, lifting your feet from the ground. I'd recommend using wider grip parallettes like these, which I built myself, because they're gonna have a little less impact on your wrists and you don't want to hurt yourself here. This already attacks not only the whole back muscle chain really hard, but also your delts and your triceps, also the pushing apparatus, of course. Once you're getting strong enough to hold this position for a few seconds, try to lift up your legs as well, as if you wanted to go into the handstand. Now you'll notice that for achieving that you'll need to hold balance, and therefore you'll need to lean forward even more, which in turn makes holding the position even harder. And at some point you might be able to push yourself into the handstand. And once there, try to stand as straight as possible, which is one of the greatest challenges with this exercise that I have, as you can see. Really let your whole body become a board. Now, of course, compared to the other two exercises, this is quite advanced, but still, this is something you can work on step by step. And again, it literally lifts you up and straightens out your posture, I have the feeling. It's not quite clear to me how exactly that works on a morphological level, but it works, and that's what counts for me. Alright my friends, I hope you've got something from this little episode. Drop some likes and opinions if you did, and of course also if you did not. I'd appreciate it, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!